So I hope this is going better now. I really hope so. I'm so sorry, guys, for this. So it's then now we have finally figured it out and we can start grinding, right? Okay, so I want to make sure that if you create no, we have to think about if we transfer money from our regular wallet that we have and we want to push it into the vault, how exactly can this be done? Is this a withdrawal? Is this an internal transfer? Or what exactly is this? On the other side, is it useful? Is it useful if we somehow right now we have the let me try to explain this. We have the vault accounting and we have the regular ledger. So the question is it actually useful if we have if we use the ledger system also for the vault, so that in the ledger actually all we need to do is have an owner, so it's not a user ID, so the ledger can also belong to the vault. However, let's have a look quick. So that's the ledger entry. So however, in the vault all we have is just a deposit and a withdrawal. We are not having any trading or transfer activity, so this might be a little bit overkill for us. So I wonder, I'm still thinking about this. I thought about this the whole day yesterday. Yeah. It's an interesting question. This I guess we can remove. Okay, great. A little bit refactoring, make sure the models are cute. Or alternative, I think maybe it's easier. We make this in next. Alright, this is what we do today. We already have the routes, so then we start with the basic controller tests and the feature specs. And for that, first I want to start today with the emergency password, because we have this login spec, but there is not the emergency password covered yet. So that should actually yeah, that should be done. And for that, first all we have to do is we need an internal base controller. we do something like this. And every controller that is after the login area needs to inherit from this base controller. So we can clearly keep the front end, which is just for the open user, versus the internal side, the dashboard and stuff. So we can it's always good to have it capsuled in our own controller. So if we change something there, some before action, some after filter, or whatever it is, we are not touching the front end with that. And especially later in life, we will maybe use active admin, so life gets easier. Hey, let's have a look quick. So when we go to the routes, I think that's what we want. We want the scope. Module is journal. I guess let's have a look on this. Okay, we can keep it the actual then the namespace. So it's the internal root controller. So it's namespace internal. And then we have all the new internal security withdrawal option. Yeah, it's okay, I guess. Internal root path, there we go. That's where we end up actually when we are logged in. So the first thing I want to do is in our controller tests. So we have these login specs and we always say it's here, but however, we inspect it to be internal root path. Okay, so last time when we wrote these tests, we just had these, we had a dummy controller, but now we created all the controllers. No action yet, but we have the routing already, so we need to change this test that it's all going to be correct. So here's also a user can log in, so the path needs to be the internal root path. And this is correct. This is, we are not logged in, unauthorized. Here as well, internal root path. And here we are logged in, so we change this as well, and that's it. And now if we are spec features login, they will all fail because simply there's not a template, and there's yeah expected / internal got user sign in. Well, let's have a look. We have to fix these guys. So we keep these open, and first of all, we actually go to the internal and say dashboard controller, and we say go back to the routes. Hey, we have 3 viewers. Good morning, guys. And we need to make the index here, so we go here and say def index, and of course we need to create a template, so it goes into app views, and then it's in the namespace internal. Oh, we don't have that namespace. So it's going into app views, and then say we make a folder internal, and we can move this dashboard funding layouts not session not settings trading. Can all move that into the internal namespace. There we go. And here we say we got our index HTML. Later in life we will change this to Haml, by the way. So I just write what it is, so let's see, maybe this is working now. Of course not. Still FFFF. Alright, now let's have a look. Actually, when we start the server, what do we expect? What is happening? Okay, so I can tell you when we go here, so we are not logged in and we want to log in, we are unauthorized. This looks good. How is this called, guys? We recently wrote it. Confirm. There it is. It's confirm. So we have to confirm the login here, and there we go. So we are logged in. No, that doesn't make sense, guys. So I can tell you what's wrong. We did not change the actual controller. So in the device controller, controller, there is the session controller, and we tell them to redirect to the root path always. So this should give us hope that if we are spec features, And of course it's there you go. Now we only have one error left, which is login-spec 22. Let's have a quick look at it. The login-spec in Load22. Visit new user session path, current path to equal internal root path. We have to go here step by step quick. And we say we go to this page, we fill in this stuff, we click the login button. And we are not logged in. Ah, the user is not confirmed. Oh, of course the unconfirmed user can't log in, guys. That's correct. That's my fault. Of course, you can't log in. So now the test should be good again. Oh, great. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, so what's next, guys? I want to really use the emergency password. You know. So we literally want to do this part now. All right. So this method is called. This method is then either. Yeah, we have to do this next actually. We do something like we write this next. All right. All right. So then let's work on this today. So actually it's just a regular login, right? And we just want to test and we want to make sure that this is actually executed. So a confirmed user in the context emergency password. Alright, and what we do is we have our user here, and the user actually is confirmed, but we say before each test we say the user update and say emergency password is help me. All right. And all we have to do is we have to do basically the same. This is the same test. We have to copy paste that basically. Context, regular password. Alright. And this is the context emergency password. There we go. And alright. So we can take this actually and do something like that. And I expect this to actually work. So I mean, we know already from our other tests that the emergency password itself, this authentication method is working. So I do expect that if we make a test for the controller, it's just simply working. All right, so let's check this in 162. Let's have a quick look. I expect it to be green because, you know, guys, it is just working. And it is. So that's always good. I believe we should make a small to-do and test against OTP and test against unauthorized IP. However, I'm not really sure if it's necessary because we do have these tests. We know they are working, and it's basically all we do is we have to test this method, and we don't really have to do the same with the controllers. So yeah, but what we have to do actually is we need to see that this method actually gets executed. That's the important part. But on the other side, if you can log in with that password, I mean, I expect it to be working. So let's have a quick look. Test device strategy. So that's how you make a strategy, and this is how you do it. You mock a request. This is interesting. Here. I mean, we have our strategy, and you know what? We just try this now. It is worth a try. Let's have a look. Where is he putting this? Okay, whatever. So we go into our spec and say unit. I assume we put it in a unit test, and we call it device inlet. Yeah, well, I'm not sure about this, guys, but yeah. Okay, is this even a feature test? It can authenticate. I'm not sure about this, guys. Should receive params at least once. We find maybe something else. Alright. I share test. Describe. Alright, he's just doing features or request tests. Yeah, well, that's what we did as well. Okay, I guess we just keep it that way, guys. I guess we keep it that way. It's okay. Well, I mean, we have the test that it's actually just working, so we can log in with the second password. That's the important thing here. That's what we expected. So when we run this again, user sign in. I go with Calmly. No, but if we go into the seats, the user actually does not. Oh, imagine some password is help. Sorry. So there we go. We have to go help. We are still logged in, and somehow spec feature inspect model method. No, I disagree. And describe model. Well, never mind. I mean, this is actually okay. Well, now we need to make actually something that if we are locked down, we can't log in, right? So if you log inspect, confirm user, and now we say actually context lockdown user. Alright, so there is this lockdown account, right? Let's go on the sessions controller quick. This looks quite good, and the templates we can actually copy and paste because I have them from another project. So we can just say this one here. Great. Let's write this now. A test. So, how does this test look, guys? The tests say we get a link from the don't call it a feature spec, I guess. I guess we call it... Nah, that's not the login. This goes into an own thing here. It's called the lockdown spec. So what we have to do hashtag lockdown. So we have our user. Alright. And it can lock down a user. So the first thing we expect is that the user is not locked down. To not be locked down, right? And let's run this here. Do in, there's of course missing a do. Always open the block, guys. And there we go. So, and now what we are doing is we are going to this lockdown account path. Visit lockdown account path, and it's obviously user lockdown code. And yeah, spec feature test. We expect the page to have something like this, I guess. Okay, we expect the page to also have input type RSpec, expect page have form. So we say expect find field, and the field is I guess lockdown code. Please start documentation. Yeah, well, I'm looking for it, guys. I am looking for it. Let's see Capybara, the locator, what he can do. I guess you can do something like this. Find field, and then we probably have to tell him like with what? With the ID? No, new with ID. Find field. find field test. Oh, it should work. It has the name lockdown code, is that the ID lockdown code, and this is weird. It should find any field. It should find when true. What is this? I guess we can do this. So we can say find field and probably just input. Crazy. So when we say page forms, well, this isn't working.
Imagine, if you will, sitting down to your morning coffee, turning on your home computer to read the day's newspaper. Well, it's not as far-fetched as it may seem. In fact, both local San Francisco papers are investing a lot of money to try and get a service just like that started. Science editor Steve Newman reports on one person already using the brand new system.
Ah, it's actually user lockdown code. Oh, Timmy. It's user. Oh, yeah, there we go. Shit. Oh, shit. Find field. It's user. Oh, no. So user lockdown code is to equal, and that is actually the user lockdown code. No, it's the params of code. Lockdown code. Great. And user lockdown code. Didn't just this work? Input user lockdown code. Okay, if we have the selector, find field. It's not find field, it's here. There we go. Now we fixed it, guys. Oh man. So we can probably say page parents. To equal user lockdown code. There we go. Is it? That's good. It can lock down a user. So we go on this page and we visit this page. We expect this page to do stuff, and we expect and then we press the button. Actually, we click button. Click button. How's this button called? Submit, maybe. Click button. I don't know. Can you just click button? Click button lockdown. No, click button commit. Shit. Click button. Okay, but we have to expect now that what do we expect, guys? I mean, we just locked down, so we expect the page to be root path. Okay, then we know what the following. We expect page path to equal root path. We just do this, but we also expect user reload. So we expect user to be locked down. This is actually the whole reason of this test, yeah? Page. Current path, actually. Alright, that's good. So that is working. Great, so the is, and then obviously it can't lock down a user without a code. So yeah, I don't know, it should not be locked down, and we do some random code stuff, and to have text to what we expect here to be actually the same path. So yes, if we go on this page and we just do not type in anything, or we type in a wrong code, then apparently we expect the user to not be locked down. However, this is a post request, I guess. It sounds better. And let's try this again. So we end up here. Parents user lockdown code is empty. Rescue new. Why is actually this thing empty? It's a good question. Lockdown code. Oh yeah, of course it's new. So there you go. And nothing happens. So we expect the same thing. User to not be locked, and we expect the path. That is correct. Hey, good morning. Shamcom Lia path 13H. No, that's a bot. There's just a bot following. No, not following me, but just a bot.
If you're doing what everyone else is doing, you're doing it wrong.
Man, I'm reporting him. This is annoying. Block. Report. Bam. Bot account. For sure that's a bot account. This is a bot account for sure. Only a network error. Man. Twitch, get your shit together. Whatever. So this test is working.
Maybe I stole this from Woody Guthrie. Freedom for me is waking up in the morning and going to sleep at night, and in between doing exactly what I want to do. What's the secret to happiness? The secret to happiness is finding something you love and then doing that for the rest of your life.
Oh, I understand. So if the user is found, you want it to be a patch, otherwise a post, so we just give him the same verb all the time and say method is post. Because otherwise, you know. Okay, that is passing, that is great. The next thing is actually that we need to figure out lockdown user. Context is method lockdown a user. And then the next thing is context lockdown user can't log in or access website. So what we do is we saw a user. I mean, this goes in there actually, and we can go there. All right, perfect. And what we want to do is sorry guys, I'm tired. So before I do so you make the user locked down, and the next thing that we expect is if we go on the login page, it can log in a user, new users. Now, you know what? This goes actually in the login spec. Okay, confirmed user, regular password, it can log in a user. And then we make a new context and say locked down user. And let user is here before is password. Let's wait, and we also say the user is locked down. However, we do not expect the user to be logged in. It can not lock in a user. So we go on the session, we fill it out, we click the button, and we do not expect to not equal, and instead we expect it to equal this. 168, guys. Let's have a look. So it's a login spec 168. Let's have it a try. Oh yeah, two actually equal. Do we need to check for the correct flash messages in the future if we have our design where we put the flash messages out? Right? Makes sense, guys. My hair looks horrible. Why is nobody telling me that? Okay, so the lockdown user can't do that. However, what we do expect is we need actually a helper method to log in. Let's try this. RSpec login user. That looks good. Should be successful. Get index. Alright. Before filter, controllers already have something like this. Work test. Great. Yeah, I mean, let's try to implement that. So that goes spec support. We go into the spec helper. Okay, no problem. Spec support, spec test helper, spec support, spec test helper. There we go, and this goes into our spec helper. Okay, let's have a look. So log in, and then there is a user, current user, nice. That's actually really good, I guess. Log in, and then def lockout, and then we say there we go, I guess. Lock in, lock out. Let's try this quick. So what we want to do is, we try this quick. We log in a user, right? It can't access the website anymore. So we say visit something like internal root path. All right, there you go. And then we call binding pry quick. And that's a feature lockdown spec. Hey. Uninitialized constant features support module Spectre server. Maybe now. That's the undefined method login. Wow. If I say this, we get an undefined module. There we go. So somehow this seems to be not accessible. So let's try this out. What happens here? The answer even normally when you use login to set a session variable. Actually device is not doing that shit. Oh yeah. Alright. Okay. Controller help us. There we go. Sign in. There we go. And we say that's what we say. Okay, that looks better, guys. I wonder, device test controller help us? Didn't we just include those already? Well, never mind. So it's now sign in. So we can call a sign in the user we have already. Let's try this. Uninitialized constant Spectre server. Well, what? Spectre server. Somehow I'm doing crap here. Spectre server we don't need, and this sounds good, but controller help us is probably then also type controllers. There you go. Yeah. login as, maybe. So maybe we have a login as. No, we don't. Alright, so device login RSpec. This is exactly what we are looking, and let's quickly do this. Some controller test. We include device. Okay, we do this. So we need to do. We have. Okay, require device. Oh, let's have a look here. In our. Oh yeah, okay. In our Rails help, we do already require device. I wonder I did this already. Shit. Man, we already have device, and we have this controller helper test here. And fuck me. We should be able to call sign in user. Shit. We should be able to do that. So actually, this sign in user should be working. Oh, it's pretty bad. Spec test helper. Didn't I remove that? Oh, sorry. Be right back. I have to let the dogs go out quick. And we're back. So we still got the undefined method sign in. That's really bad, guys. Okay, so they seem to recommend that we actually literally log in. So we always call the controller rather than throw the hash into Warden, so we don't keep it in the session, we actually call the controller. So yes, that might be something we can do. Where do we put this? We can, I mean, it's a Rails helper. So just make a quick and we say config include user login. Okay, this should probably work. So post user session, isn't it? I know it's the post of the user session, perhaps. Sure. User email password. All right, let's go. And if we have actually user, just for the future, OTP attempt, then is user current OTP. So that is actually signing in the user. Hopefully, let's see what happens, guys. Oh no. Locked on user. Undefined message post. Wow. Really? Active support, test case. Well, those are the, well, we have the same source location, test server. Oh, we just tried this, guys. We just literally tried this. Rails controller testing. Oh wow. Science post? What? No. Rails controller testing. No, that's not what we want, I guess. Rails controller chest device login user. Our spec device. Sign in. Just sign in users. Let's have a look about this. Maybe. I mean, it's all doing kind of like the same, but there might be a very tiny, small little difference, you know. So device request spec helper, rspec configure. Well, I don't even care when and how, but maybe it has to be that way. Is that actually a request? It's a feature, not a request, but I don't. Whatever. Okay, sign in. Is sign in working? Let's see. Whoa. Wow. Guys, there is something working. Oh, this is actually really good. Wow. So not equal. Because we need a before action. Wow, this is probably now giving us something. Interesting. So it seems to me that device before action, no, device before authenticate. Let's have a quick look here. I'm not sure if this sign-in method is actually really working as we want to. So I don't know. So we just go visit internal root path, which should absolutely not work. And let's see what happens. Well, that is something. I mean, if well, let's have a look here. When we don't check the lockdown and we don't authenticate the user, right? And then we end up here. That's weird. Should we not? I will test this outside of the. I will test this manually now because this is getting really weird, guys. So let's pretend we want to sign in, right? User sign in. Okay. So we are signed in. Let's remove the cookie quick. Okay, all right, he's redirecting us and he is coming from there we go. He's coming from here, require no authentication, so that is looking correct. However, if we log in now, we can go to the internal. Fine. If we say this, I actually expect, oh, sorry, it's still not working. User first, update, lockdown, thoughts. Okay, we should not be locked in though. So why is that? If we go internal, I don't understand that. I mean, we go to the dashboard controller index tab. I don't see anything. Oh, it's because of the routes. The routes force you to be authenticated. Great. So we don't even need to check this. This will never. Well, I mean, there's another check, but okay. Okay, so let's log in. We are logged in, and we say first lockdown, and there we go. It is doing it. He is signing me out and he is sending me back to root path. Guys, I'll be right back in 2 minutes. Alright, and we are back. Right, so this is actually working. We are just unable. Yeah, we are just unable to actually test this because we don't have these sign in, sign out methods. That is really bad. Ah, that's really bad. So beef, I mean, that can't be so difficult, guys. I try to use this word and stuff. Sign in, sign out. Oh man. I wonder what happens if we just call this now lockdowns or sign in user. What's happening, guys? I mean, let's try this. Spec undefined method sign in. Okay, that's okay. We have to now evaluate this. Do we have this device test helper in our spec? We have the Rails helper. Test controller helpers. Maybe. Oh. I don't want this on type controllers, bro. I want this every time. Ah. Nice. So when I write a test, it should work. Okay, they say. Feature helper. Good morning, please. Alright, so actually we need this first. Type controller, okay. Feature helpers. This is then the sign in user with the new user sessions path. We fill in. Okay, we literally have to simulate the login. Oh, that's pretty bad. button lock in. Okay, I probably would assume we are locked in now. So it's for feature. Let's try. I mean, sign in user. We are probably logged in. Okay, this test makes sense. So we are logged in as a user. Nice. So we are logged in. We go to the internal path, which is fine. We lock down the account. Like, this is a hacker. This is a hacker. Hacker can't access anymore. Well, that looks good. However, this needs to be OTP attempt. Car. Yeah, this seems to work now. Okay, lockdown spec. We need to sign in user that gets locked down and can't access the website anymore. That sounds better to me. Okay, can we actually here lock down? A lockdown user can't log in. Great. So I guess we get this. Let's run the whole test suite quickly. Oh. There's big shit going on, guys. It's all in the vault. Ooh, let's have a look. models, vault, deposit. Just white spaces. Wow, what happened, man? Vault. Nothing on the vault is broken. There's something broken with the vault, guys. Spec. Let's see. Ah. Vault mailer. Invite signer with mailer. Okay, there is my vault mailer. I probably moved this template accidentally. Mailer. There's my vault mailer. Get it back. Get it back, Tim. Get it back, bro. Really? Man, let him mail. And now our spec should be good. See, guys, this is the beauty of being completely test driven with a high code coverage. You always see immediately when you make some crap, you know. I mean, I accidentally moved the whole template and the whole application is broken and won't work anymore, so that's a great thing. Awesome. So all tests green. Let's get the code coverage quick and sessions controller confirm login. What is this? Oh, we need to log in, of course, that the user actually can confirm his yeah, that makes sense. And unauthorized IP. Well, we try this now. No, that doesn't actually happen here because this is only for the users. Controllers, internal base. There's no unauthorized IP. Okay, that looks better. Unauthorized IP. Yes. Rescue from. No, we don't have this. What we have actually is here the confirm login. Yeah, I mean, if we go to the spec features login spec, and let's actually, I mean, we call this, but we want to make sure that we can also call this method in the controller, because otherwise, if we have a bug there, then the user probably will never be able to log in. So this code is not covered, so let's find this quick. So with whitelisting, can log in a user. That's not what we want. What we really want is it can confirm the IP address for a user. So our test is we request this, all right, and then we visit, let's go the routes quick, and it's that path, confirm login path. So we visit confirm login path, and it is user, let's see, user first. It is actually not the lockdown code, it's depending the authorized IP code. Okay, this page we will visit, and then we expect the user whitelisted IPs. No, we expect user to has a whitelisted IP of 127.0.0.123. Oopsie. To be true. Okay, so this is false. Right, this doesn't make sense, guys. So we request this IP authentication. We don't have it authorized yet. We visit this page with the confirmation link that we click, that we get in the email, and we expect them to be then whitelisted. So it's user login spec 97. So our spec feature user login spec 97. Let's try this. It might look good. Be false. Oh man. What is he suggesting? Yeah, that's actually what I mean to be false. And this is of course to be true. And it's not working. I guess we have to pry this quick. User does not have this whitelisted IP, I assume. No, he does not. So is this false? Huh? Oh, it's to be. Oh. To be false? Oh, there we go. What a shitty syntax here again. Oh, man. So then this is correct test. Run it. And there we go. Uh-oh. Let's see again. So we are here. This is true. Okay. We actually visit this page. Let's have a look quick. So that is my login file. Okay. User authorized IP code. Well, that's interesting. Let's have a look here. Confirm login. Oh, yeah. This can't work because. Okay.
Meanwhile, across town, in this less than fashionable copy of the San Francisco Examiner, these editors are programming today's
West IP. Okay, it's 27001, and then it's actually working.
two terminals is made. The newest form of electronic journalism lights up Mr. Howard.
Oh. Okay, if we do it that way, it's really working. Let's run it again. So go, and it's true, got false. Shit. Okay. So, all right, let's go this step by step. Oh man, Tim. this shit can't work. Now it's working. Yes, it is. So before you see here I had 1.1, but that's the wrong IP. So you know, really, this whitelisting is really working deep. So request the IP authentication. We do not have it whitelisted. We visit this page and then we have it indeed whitelisted. That is beauty. That is what we need. So that looks good to me. And if we now run RSpec, that code area is covered as well. Oh, confirm login. I don't want confirm login with a price. So, but that's okay. All right, great. So now let's check the code coverage again. And we are 95% now, which is the fuck? What? Oh, this looks weird. This looks weird. I cannot delete this. And we just run RSpec again, and let's just let him generate that again, that report, and then have a look. It looked a bit weird to me though. But that's actually maybe nice. There is something. Oh, we got this wrong by a second. So this is when. Oh man, withdrawal spec 85. I mean, this test is working. We don't need to worry about that, but shit. Ah, okay. So we need to test this line of code, of course, if there is a fishy login code. Of course, so it can't confirm the AP with the wrong code. Which totally makes sense. I mean, that's actually the annoying part from testing. I mean, it's a quite obvious test, but so let's make this I think we can string reverse, yeah? Let's see if we have... Yes, okay, so we reverse this and then we expect actually to this to be false, and we expect the path to be root path. Okay, and then I guess we have that line covered as well, and then we are at 100% for that test. And these ones that can be below 100, that's okay. So aspect. Man, it really takes quite a bit of time now to run the test. It's 32 seconds. Wow. It's getting like, you know, like if you, I mean, expect when this project is finished, it probably will be like maybe 15 minutes of tests, a total one. That's sounds a little bit, sounds much, but it is what it is actually. All right, so now when we go coverage, it's 100%. There we go, ding, 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 ding. And sessions controller 100%. Awesome, that's good. Always good to have 100% test coverage. And let's commit this quick. Login tests, controller tests. There we go. So everything is committed. Nice. We got this today. Implement the emergency lockdown link, block all user action. We got this done. And I guess it's probably time to do this now. I'm not sure. Maybe we find another task. Good morning to all our viewers. How you guys doing? Okay, let's close these tests here quick. Alright, so we want to make the emergency password rule. That is a good question. Or we wrap this up now and then yeah, we can stop this here and then later during the day we can work again. Okay, that was a 2.5 hour session, or 2 hour session today. It's okay, I will be back in the afternoon. I hope you guys learned something. See you!